What's up, guys? Little Wolf from XS here. Need to get my hair cut, man. Look how long my hair is, dude. I'm going to get in trouble just for my hair. I'm not trying to have my hair this long. I want to get it cut, but the last 2 off days I got, my barbershop was closed this year, so I wasn't able to go there. So I'm probably going to get in trouble for this haircut. To explain what I mean, like, people are like, oh, you know, don't be afraid of getting in trouble. I'm not talking about, like, that kind of trouble. I'm talking about, like, I've told you before, I grew up with a bunch of poor kids. And whenever you were in trouble with them, like when they were mad at you, they were going to do something malicious to you. They were going to like mess up your car or come attack you, jump you or whatever. So I guess that followed me into adulthood where I don't like getting in trouble because it gives me like anxiety. Because I start thinking like these dudes are going to come attack me or whatever. Which I'm not really, I'm afraid of like the build up to a fight. Like all the before stuff. Once the fight actually happens, I'm perfectly in my element. I'm fine with it. But so to get the story down, we flew to Alaska. I've never had a problem in Alaska. I haven't really had a problem anywhere with TA. I had a problem with TA is they're the people that take care of you when you're on the road. Like you land in an airport, they're the guys that show up and help you out and take care of you. And so like I had never really had that big of a problem with TA before, except for this trip. The first day, as soon as we landed, didn't see him. So, like, this crew chief gave me a list of numbers to call. So I kept calling them, leaving them messages saying, like, hey, we need some help out here. We're on the line trying to work on our jet. And there's, you know, we don't have any equipment, anything. We need some help. They never answered, nothing. So finally, like, I had to go rogue and go find the equipment myself and bring it back to the jet. Like, push it back to the jet. Several like spot. If you know where a jet parks, like a spot, it parks and it's huge. I had to push the gear several spots to get it to my jet because I couldn't get any help to do it. You know, me and my other 2 workers, we were having to push our equipment into the jet ourselves, which took forever. We stayed at the jet 2 hours longer than we should have. If we would have had some help, the guys who get paid to help us, if they would have been there, we would not have been there that long. But so the second day, I was already irritated, showed up to the jet, and still no, I didn't see the TA guys. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they had way more important things to do. There was one point where one drove past me. Like I saw their vehicle, and I was like, that's a TA vehicle. I know it. And he's driving, and I walked to his truck. I'm talking about probably about 20 feet from his truck, flagging him, doing this. And he just kept rolling. And I was like, are you serious? I threw up my hands like behind him, like, really? I'm right here. Second truck comes by, and it was another TA guy. So I'm like flagging him. And he takes a big wide arch away from me. I don't know if on purpose. And I'm like, what are they doing? So I was finally like, whatever. We went and got this guard guy shows up in a truck and says, hey, do y'all need some help? I saw you like waving your arms. And I said, yes, we need this, and that. And he was like, boom, I got it for you. And he went and got it for me. When he come back with the first piece of equipment to work on our jet, I hopped in the truck. I was like, let me help you out. You know, we'll go just grab equipment. I got 2 guys working. Me and you'll grab equipment. And that's what we did. And he was awesome. But I didn't see the civilian guys. And the civilian guys were the ones that were getting paid to help me. And they were nowhere to be found. So finally, like, we were about to launch the jet out. And I lit up a cigarette at the back. I was at the very back of the jet. Probably about like, 20 feet away from the back of our jet. I lit up a cigarette. Out of nowhere, this truck flies up, stops. And the guy says, hey. And I turn around, it's one of the guys that's supposed to be helping me the whole time. He says, hey, you can't smoke here. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry about that. While you're here, can you help me? And he kept talking. He kept saying, no, I can't help you right now, but you can't smoke here. You need to put that out. So I might have, like, you know, got a little mad. I put my cigarette out and flicked it in the back of his truck, like that kind of mad. And I said, since you're here talking to me, can you help us? Like, work on this airplane. And he drove off, like, just drove off. And his other dude, there was 2 trucks. The other dude pulled up and just mean mugged me, like stared me down And I just stared at him, he stared at me, and then they drove off and just left the flight line. And I'm like, really? That's how you have to get these guys' attention. But I'm sure one of them will comment. What's funny is I shouldn't have done it, but I posted on Facebook about these two guys and said that the only way you could get their attention is to smoke a cigarette, and then they will show up like that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have posted on Facebook. I probably shouldn't be posting on here, but I don't really care anymore. I'm gonna, like, guys, I'm gonna get kicked out of the Air Force. It's just gonna happen. So I don't know, like, it was just ridiculous that I had to go to that level, that I had to actually light up a cigarette and smoke, break a rule, and then bam, here they are to tell me, like, hey, you can't do that, you're in trouble, you know. And I'm like, well, since y'all are here, can you help me? Like, you've supposed to have been helping me the past day, you know, and you never showed up. But they did. They just drove off. They drove off, and like, I watched them drive all the way. Like, it's over a mile. I watched them drive off the flight line. I said, well, I'm just going to smoke another cigarette. And I lit up another cigarette. Because, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. But I think it's funny, like, I got in trouble for that. Out of nowhere. I'd never talked to these guys, nothing. I've been flagging them down, trying to get their attention. All it took was me lighting up a cigarette, and boom, there they were. But I don't know if they had other things going on. If one of you TA guys is on here and you had something going on, let me know what it was, because I have no clue what it was that was going on, to where, like, we sat and waited on transient. Transient's like the people that come pick you up and take you to your hotel. We sat and waited on them for an hour. So, I don't know what else could be going on. We were the last ones on the line. I'm looking around the line. There's nothing. There's nobody. It's dead silent, dead empty. Like, I don't know. I think it's funny that I posted. I couldn't get any help from them, but I post on Facebook, and then, boom, there they are, like, on Facebook. They're like, hey, man, you don't talk bad about us. And I'm like, y'all spend all day, like, looking on Facebook for people talking bad about you. Why don't you do some work, you know? Like, I don't understand. I have a really high work ethic. So it annoys me when people, like, they're lazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they have a laziness about their work life. It's like, come on, guys, we're here to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. Like, that's my attitude towards people. I don't know. Like, hey, I'm here to make money. You should be doing the same. I'm not here to be your friend and hold you and snuggle with you and all that stuff. But anyways, I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments, like, I got in trouble moments. Even if it's something stupid like that. Like, to me, that's stupid. Like, I wasn't, like, tore up about it, as in, like, the getting in trouble. I was mad about the guys that didn't show up to help me work, but I wasn't, like, tore up at it, like, oh, God, I'm in trouble. I really didn't care. I kind of don't care. I don't want to get other people involved. Just me, basically, me and those guys. Me and those two guys are the only two people I want to get involved. But that's never what happens. Anyways, guys, appreciate y'all watching. Check me out, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter. Like always, check me out on the street.